Hey Kirk, thanks for inviting me back onto your channel. It's Dave from Always Wolves Fan TV here. Of course, looking forward to the resumption of Premier League after the international break, and what an important game it is for both sides, the Cherries and of course the Wolves. I'm looking forward to getting down to Bournemouth on the day, and hopefully get a chance to meet you in person as well, which would be fantastic. Looking ahead to the game, obviously before the season started, we had a really great interview, which has had so many views actually on the channel, about your opinions on Gary O'Neill, which had a lot of comments of people we were a bit doom and gloom. A lot of Bournemouth fans came on and commented as well, and a lot of the Wolves fans at the start of his campaign has been getting very, very frustrated with Gary, but then obviously we've had a great result against Manchester City, backed it up with a result against draw against Villa, who have been going well, and at the end of the day it's been a very tough start for Wolves, and we've got 8 points out of 8 games, which in the circumstances we take, and then you take into account the penalty that weren't given against Man United, and the penalty that Luton got given, which shouldn't have been given. We could have even had an extra 3 points, but as it is, we've got 8 points, so overall happy. Gary changed to a back 5 against City, which worked really, really well. We were and a lot of man marking. It was actually quite a tactical masterclass on Man City. I was quite impressed, and we had a lot of pace and we took our chances, which was really, really good. And against Villa, we did the same. And against Bournemouth, it's going to be really interesting because you guys sacked Gary O'Neill. The new owners got rid of Gary O'Neill. I know Bournemouth has spent a lot of money and have not necessarily had all your players available to the new manager. But 8 games in, only 3 points, no wins. Surely the pressure is starting to mount on your new manager, and obviously you wanted to change the style of play. Obviously when new owners come in, they have new ideas, so it's going to be an interesting one. Bournemouth at home are always going to be a tough proposition. I think Wolves are growing as a team, as an identity. As I say, Gary came in really late into pre-season, didn't have a pre-season, and he's had to learn a lot about the squad in the preceding amount of time. So yeah, there has been a bit of chopping and changing, and there has been some inconsistencies in performance, but the last 2 performances have been quite good. So, and we've seen some great performances as well in spurts during games, but then when we've conceded, we've capitulated a little bit. So against City and Villa, it was good to see more structure. So the question is, will Gary O'Neill stick with the back 5, or will he go more attacking against Bournemouth with a back 4? We'll have to wait and see. I'm going into the game with a lot more positivity and optimism as a Wolves fan. I think if there's one team that Gary O'Neill's going to want to beat, it's going to be Bournemouth. As much as he has a big affinity with Bournemouth, he was obviously dismissed, so he's going to and the team are surely going to be very motivated to try and win that match. And I actually think we will win. I think we'll probably end up winning it, possibly 2-0 or 2-1. We have been a bit better defensively, but I think we'll get the 3 points. And I think you'll wait for a win. We'll probably go on a little bit longer. I do like Bournemouth, and I do hope you stay up as well. But I do think we'll probably, because of the confidence that we've got in the last couple of games and the belief that seems to be a bit more in the squad now, I think we'll probably go there and get the win. And because you're more desperate for the points in some ways, and the expectation from the Wolves fans as well, because of how Bournemouth has started, will be that Wolves will go there. But it's the sort of game that Wolves would typically trip up on, like we did with Luton. But I'm going to go in with 2-1, and fingers crossed. Hope that's all good, and I do wish you, all the Bournemouth fans, and of course Bournemouth, all the best for the rest of the season. And I look forward to seeing you on the day, mate. All the best. Always Wolves.